These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll buy some time right. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Tannehill on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 24, Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
And how'd you like to be a cornerback, having to come up to try and tackle that big man out of the backfield? Heck, how'd you like to be a linebacker or a defensive lineman, because he's as big as all of them? Derrick Henry, not utilized a whole lot in the passing game, just 19 catches a year ago. But when you swing it to him out of the backfield, look out.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Bullock's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Well, for Chris Carson, I mean, he is a powerfully built back, and using that size and strength there to good advantage as he shakes free of a would-be tackler.
Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Trucks over him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tannehill getting it out quickly to Brown. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On second down, here's Henry. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tannehill. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Bullock will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Carson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They run it with Carson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Bert, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill.
Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Running from the gun with Henry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
2nd and 2.
Off play action, Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. 20! And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
On first down, Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Whip.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. He's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
Out of the gun, Tannehill.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A minute 52 to play until halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. Check down to Breida. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on third. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Tannehill. This is caught. It's Brown. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Titans.
Boy, A.J. Brown, one of the best in the NFL with the ball in his hands, and there's another example why.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone, and this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On second down, it's Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 14.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that guy just keeps getting better. And I'm talking about Tyler Lockett, who just made that nice catch there for a first down. Now in his 7th season with Seattle, last year may have been his finest yet. And even 100 catches, many of them of the spectacular variety. Paired with DK Metcalf, a heck of a dynamic duo for the Seahawks.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Carson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The point after is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
And remember, the Titans lost Jonnu Smith, their #1 tight end the last few years, when he signed with New England in free agency. So that might open up a few more looks for Ferkser, and he makes a smooth catch there.
On first down, it's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
So with this, Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the shotgun, Breida. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He finds Smith out of the backfield. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Carson, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett, 41 yards. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, Tannehill.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That second down play nets a -4. The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
75 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Tannehill. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Tannehill on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he will score. Touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 53 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.